The newest brawler, Larry and Lawrie, are officially out in the game, and I am here to answer the two biggest questions about them. For my pay-to-play players, is the value bundle worth it? And for my free-to-play players, should you earn your hard-earned rewards on the newest brawler when they fully release? Let's see if Brawl Stars' newest duo lives up to the hype. To start off, we're going to dive into this bundle, which is $15 USD. It has 5,000 coins, 2,400 power points, 6 pins, and a cool controller skin at the end if that's your cup of tea. I personally like it. If you don't, totally fine as well. Up to you. For me, this is $15. If you only have $10 to $15 for the month or for X period of time, the Brawl Pass is hands down a better way to go. Additionally as well, I'm going to point this out, at tier 25, a lot of players haven't realized this yet, but you do get a free epic brawler or lower of your choice. So if you wait 1 week, you can get the newest brawler, Larry and Lawrie, or the epic brawler of your choosing for absolutely free. In addition to, this is my personal opinion, this is the perspective I have. I am a player that pretty much only buys Brawl Passes. I bought all but 2 to 3 Brawl Passes. I don't really buy values for gems or coins in the shop. You can kind of see that there's level up offers you'll get sometimes. That's not really me. If that's you, totally fine. If you're a pay-to-play player and $15, it's not a bad deal by any means. But from my perspective and the way I've typically played the game, it's not special enough to where I would go grab it if not for this video. So keep that in mind. It's not a bang for your buck, crazy deal, but you do get the newest brawler, you get a new skin, you get some pins, you get coins, which are really valuable right now too. If that's what you want, go for it. No shame. It's not a bad deal, but I wouldn't call it special. Since it's not special, this is one that I would probably skip out on, but I know there are a ton of people out there that are going to see this value pack, have the $15, go nuts. And especially after we get into how good this brawler is, that may also impact your decision. So if you're one of those people, stay tuned. And for all my free-to-play homies, of course, we are going to be breaking down just how good Larry and Lawrie are. Now to answer what might be an even more important question, are Larry and Lawrie good? And the short answer is yes. It is only day one, and it is very easy to see that these guys are really good and arguably top 5 brawlers. When I give my opinion on this too, I'm going through what I call the everyday man's test. The everyday man test being, I'm hopping on by myself, I'm playing with randoms, and I'm getting a feel for how fun are these brawlers? How much of a carry potential am I have? Am I on the ladder just struggling to get a win even with randoms, or am I thriving and going forward? And it's more of the latter. It was not hard to push Larry and Lawrie. I started out in solo showdown, of course, to give you solo showdown players a little feel for them and just to get some quick trophies, blasted through the AI, and then pushed a double-digit win streak against real players as well. Opening those boxes was easy. He gets 1 shot, but every single ammo has 2. It'll hit the ground, reverb, and then the second reverb is even bigger, which is something that definitely catches opponents off guard, and it's really solid. When I got Lawrie up with a bunch of cubes too, he was just sprinting at people and really giving people a problem. I moved on to another mode, and 3v3 wanted to get my competitive feel. Of course, I'm an esport caster, so 3v3 is more of my home anyways. Triple Dribble is the map out right now when I'm playing this, and it's a great map for him. I mean, throwers are going to thrive there. Dynamite, Barley historically have all been really good there. These guys are the best thrower in the game right now, though, so I expected him to be good. I mean, I was cruising through games. The range is great, and the biggest thing for me that I figured out when I started playing 3v3, the Protect star power is what makes this brawler special. Essentially, it's a customizable bodyguard. Imagine Nita has Bruce the Bear, 8,000 HP for reference. Lawrie has 6,800, and it's intuitive to him to shield damage for you and attack the opponents. He's a very smart robot. So let's take a popular brawler like Fang, for example. Are you being kicked at? Swap. You can use the gadget star power combination, which again, fallback, gives you a dash, and I found cheeky ways to where I could hide behind a wall. I was close enough to Lawrie, I could get the passive heal, and he wouldn't switch with me because I was attached to a wall. There are really clever ways you can get around it without switching places. He would take damage from me, from Fangs, from aggressive brawlers. I mean, even those brawlers that should be countering him, he has a built-in mechanism to avoid those. And not to mention that star power is also passive too. I mean, it's a star power. You can trigger that with a second gadget to get a swap. You can walk in easy goals. I mean, it was so easy to push trophies with him, truthfully. After experimenting with Brawl Ball, I moved on to Tornado Ring, which is the heist map out right now. And on paper, I think his other star power, Protocol Assist, looks really good onto modes like heist as well. I think Hot Potato is a map I would look out for in the future where other throwers have thrived before, and now this one gets a spawner, which is somebody like Nita, who in the past shows up on this map to counter tanks and things like that. He kind of has that aspect to him too, but his star power on paper allows you to reload faster if you're connecting damage to enemies, so that's easier damage on the heist safe, easier damage on opponents, and Lawrie was really intelligent there too. Goes straight for the safe if there's nobody alive, easier to get those takedowns. Heist worked really well too. Finally, I pushed his boundaries on a 4th game mode. I went over to Knockout. Out in the open for me would be a test. This map is full of sharpshooters, Pipers, Nanis, Mandys of the world, all in the wide open. So could Larry and Lawrie stack up? This is a map where they shouldn't, but they do. They're better than any other thrower, like I've said in the game, and I was in situations where my teammates went down. I was in a 1v2, 1v3 situation. If I just get my super, it turns into a 2v2, and especially into the single shot brawlers, they do really poorly into spawners. This is a wide open map, and I was able to thrive. I could even hide behind those walls if I was being pushed back on my spawn. If they didn't have a wall break available, I'm lining up easy shots to charge more Lawries to go at them. I have extra robots to help me out. Easy damage because people aren't expecting the reverb. Larry and Lawrie are so good. It doesn't matter what map or mode I played. In the everyday man's test, he passed with flying colors. Additionally, I really like the character as well. I thought he was really fun. So in terms of fun factor, I enjoyed my time playing him. I could play him for hours by myself, and winning or losing, I think I would have a good time. He's unique. I like the character. It's cool, but that's more up to you guys. But for me, I had a good time with him. So ultimately, if you're a free-to-play player, a pay-to-win player, this guy is worth your credits or your epic tier brawler on the Brawl Pass. I think right now, these guys are hands down one of the best brawlers, if not some of the best in the game. So with that said, I think Larry and Lawrie are easily worth your credits. If you're a free-to-play player, if you're a pay-to-win person, if that impacts your decision on buying the bundle, yes, you're going to have a great time with him. If it's worth the $15 to play him a week early, push some crazy amounts of trophy with him with your friends or with randoms, it's possible. He has a huge carry potential, a fun factor. If you wait a week or so around and you want to get your new epic brawler through the Brawl Pass, or you've got credits saved up where you need the next epic tier brawler, these guys are worth it. They are very good right now. Obviously, you never know when nerf's going to come in, but at least for right now, these guys are fantastic options all around for pretty much every game mode. And I had a lot of fun with him too. No regrets here. Had a great time pushing with randoms by myself, so he passed the everyday man's test with flying colors.